This is episode 3. Yeah, we're getting a little nastier as time goes on. We don't need a recap at all. If you want a recap of episode 2, you know what you can do? Go to my YouTube channel and watch the VOD. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. What did we do? I gotta go watch my VOD because I forgot, but I got it. The mind closed in on us. We're good. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. I just remembered that this game isn't finished yet. And so I'm going to finish it with questions and I won't have answers. Oh no. I hate that. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Do I want to be dirty all day? Let's take a shower. Sometimes there are creepy things inside of showers. Well, look at this one. Exactly. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Can I see a roach? The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Ooh, I could get nasty in the shower. This seems inefficient in keeping water in. You don't think all the tatters are gonna work? Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together. Think about someone special? Think about Wayne? Sybil's warning? I could think about Rosalina's shattered leg. Let's think about Wayne. No. The worst is yet to come. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Let's look in the closet again. Oh, it's still just a little doll. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Let's look out the window. There's no way Wayne would still be here because that would be bold. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. So what is it about Tabitha's ex-boyfriend / former employee, Wayne, that he drops viscera? Right? I'm not really sure if I'm feeling Kanika or Stella in terms of wanting to romance them, so we're just going to message the group chat. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Last night was terrible. I get to meet Reese today. Oh, look. Maybe he cleans up roadkill? Azalea, be for real with me for a second. He cleans up roadkill and just has it on him, so sometimes it just drops off. Oh, look at them meme. Just a little bit of dead raccoon dripping off his shoes. Maybe he stomps the roadkill. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Go downstairs. Oh, is this... Gosh, what was the cleaner's name? Jocelyn? I don't know. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunks. She isn't alone. Is my stream okay? Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. It just had to reconnect, but it looks like my stream is okay. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Hmm. Let's talk to you. Hi, I'm Danny. Good morning. Oh, Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. Oh? I could have this place looking brand new, you know? Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Danny. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Oh, she was there? Janie? But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. I'll say it's. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy. Part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. That's right, once she get going, she don't stop. Do we know that? Did we? I don't recall ever meeting Janie. But maybe we did? Ah, you're right. Tabitha mentioned it. You're right. Let's talk to Tabitha. How's it going? The little girl from last night. Apparently they had to take her foot. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand running town. Every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Maybe an explorer? I mean, these explorers don't really matter to me, because, like, what more is there to say? Like, her leg was crushed. I wasn't expecting her to keep the leg, let alone the foot. Let's lie. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. I feel like shit from last night, and I still have to wrap up my morning routine. Oh, given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'd probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. Well, look at Janie. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Janie does talk a lot. Oh, Danny, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in all that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Oh, let's be fucking messy. Let's ask about Wayne right in front of Tabitha. I want to like ask something else, but I don't want to lose this option. Oh, did you see how quick Tabitha looked at me? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? I'm going to stop the two of you right there. Danny, I'm busy and not in the mood to stand in our wedding while you play Nancy Drew. Oh, she knows. With my cleaning lady right in front of me. We're leaving. Bye, Janie. Alrighty then. Be safe out there, you two. Tabitha practically drags you from the estate, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. Did she hear what I said? Did she hear me ask about Wayne? Ride to town is uneventful. I still need to talk to her. Alright. Alright. We're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What you need from the general store? Tea from Sybil? Oh, I got you picking up tea, a little herbal medicine, a little Mary Jane liquid. Locked out from car combos, your ass on timeout. Yeah, she wouldn't let me talk to her. I get it. I tried it. I can roll my eyes. What kind of tea? I don't know the kind Sybil makes. hmm. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it's called. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. Alright. Oh! Kanika? You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people in the drama. If poor people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Oldest sibling things. Oldest sibling things when parents are not. Oldest sibling things because parents allow them to be older sibling things. You know? When parents allow their kids to form resentments towards each other. No offense there. Good for her. Tabitha eyes narrow as her gaze pierces through you. We're burning daylight. Come on already. I need to ask her questions about Wayne. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Danny, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. No, because I really want this bitch to be drinking some weed juice. Can I have some tea? Hey, why do I have to keep the child company? Why can't I go with them, right? I always like visitors in the tea room. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to entertain for long, so we won't be lingering. Might as well just wait out here. No need to cram in there like sardines. Why do I feel like that's suspicious? Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. I'm listening in. Why couldn't I go in the room? You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick. Ugh! You can only make out snippets of the conversation. This whole damn town is broke down, beat up, derelict, but somehow the walls to the tea shop are too thick for me to hear a full sentence. I know it. Oh, okay. I know it. Longer, short notice. Aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. Oh, your list. That was me trying to give you like the sound of talking through a door. Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Who's this white guy? Or in this case, another two patrons. Who's this white guy? Well, if it ain't Danny. Bo? This is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella that night in the woods. Oh! Duke with the chickens. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. If I'm being honest, I'd almost forgotten you existed, Duke. Yeah. His ass will be called, but he's cutting off of. He's not fully in frame. He's so big. Of course, his name is Bo. How have you been? Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now except protect the rest of my brood. Then things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Oh, come on, Mama, with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he coulda As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It sounds like we'd be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Daddy? Who's Actually, who is Julius? Julius Tremaine. Do we know a Tremaine? Some cousin, however many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Think he owns half our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. Why don't y'all just shoot him for real? Right? He's a miserable cuss. I forget that. I don't consider that guns are deadly when I say these things, and I apologize. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. I'll leave you to it. It was a pleasure running into you, Danny, but we best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, what with those little devils running around. Can't leave them all by herself up there for very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you, Danny. Please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. I thought they were just gonna go real quick for some fucking tea. I'm feeling real irate at being left out of that room, I gotta be honest. Oh, Stella texted, oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all want, you can swing by. Otherwise, meet at library and figure out plan. I think I'm good. Just had a big fight, not really hungry. Going and chill in my van for a while if you want to hang out though. Otherwise, see you guys at library. I love how they text as if we're in a message room in 2006. This is Isaac's from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Meet up with Isaac's. I don't even need to see what the rest of those options were. You probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows that you're gone. You hold the bells on the door as to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner. The little achievement for this is Mr. X. Meet up with Isaacs. Thought you weren't going to show. Can you imagine? I just say, gone. I don't have a lot of time. What you want to tell me? Good. I don't have a lot of time either, especially to spend talking to you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. They're going to kill me? If they saw me out here with you, they think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yes, I do. That or maybe Pearl Ann. I've been thinking this whole time that Tabitha is horrible, and she's a little cantankerous. She's not pleasant. But I didn't stop to consider that Wayne could be all fucked up because Tabitha was dating someone, like a worker. A regular old down in the mines worker and not somebody with status. And so maybe Pearl Ann fucked him up and then she died. And now Tabitha is left. But also people are constantly getting fired. Tabitha's not a good boss, I don't think. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Pearl Ann's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner had gone missing. What do you know about Pearl Ann? Not much. I know she died in her sleep. It was all anyone could talk about until yesterday. Now we've got new problems. No one has any time to worry about Wayne. Wayne's not missing. I keep running into him. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everyone? It doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. Let's go mystical. I don't know what he is now, but he doesn't feel human. A day ago, I wouldn't have believed you, but I've seen some weird shit since getting off work last night. Caught some kind of hairless monkey rifling through my trash, a ditchling, and I couldn't get this whispering out of my head last night. You saw a ditchling. Let me give Isaac some information since he was kind enough to come talk to me. No shit. Sounds like something Johnson would run his mouth about. Who am I to question that, though? This whole town's going to hell. Yeah. Anything happened to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. Damn. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. What kind of action y'all talking? They're talking about a strike? Oh, go for it. He was a lighthearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella. Oh, hold on. Would it be nicer if my camera was... I think maybe I'll move my camera to the left. That may be a little better. A little more comfortable. Amazing fella to grab beers with, not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend, closest one I had. This was helpful, thanks. Isaac's eyes, taking one last drag of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad somebody's looking into this. Seems like everybody else was just perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses the cigarette butt. Goes without saying that you'd better not go telling anyone we talked. Hey. And if you see him, or whoever is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, alright? Isaac heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. I'm making choices right now. Give me a second. I don't care to see Avery. I've never really cared. Stella and Kanika. Tabitha? I really want to question Tabitha. But I feel like... Oh. You make it to the entrance of the general store just as a furious Tabitha leaves. Also, can you believe that one of the options I could just text her about the strike? Yeah, fucking right. I can't believe I couldn't leave you alone for 2 seconds without you running off. What are you, a toddler? Your mines are about to strike. You're welcome? I came back, didn't I? That's a pretty low bar, Danny. But fine, whatever. Yeah, at least you're still here. I've got a couple hours to spare. I'll pick us up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where anyone could just walk up and start talking to me. I'm sure you don't. Tabitha starts walking, motioning for you to follow. Oh? Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees, just more convenient, you know? That seems sinister. It's just easier this way. Now come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. Why did we show up here? Oh, this is why she has all those keys. Remember episode 1? We said it's suspicious for someone to have that many keys. This is why. Her cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. You follow your cousin into the model home. Oh, we haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Okay, sure, I guess. Ugh, a cream soda? Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling in on the couch. I hate cream soda. Though this home gives the appearance of being lived in with its furniture and lack of dust, it feels nearly as empty and barren as the estate. There's no soul in this place, only the dream of one. Interesting. Let's talk about the family first. What was Perlan like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. Oh! It would make sense for this game to have 7 episodes. Because I'm spending a week in Shady Hollow. That's not the name of the town. It's not even the name of the game. Scarlet Hollow? She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister. Fraternal, they didn't look alike. Same with their personalities, night and day from what I've heard. Parlan was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you two get along? What do you think? I mean, you're kind of a hard ass too. Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea? Our family used to be a lot bigger. Took a peek into the older part of the estate. Our family used to be a lot bigger. You what? Unbelievable. I specifically told you not to go in there. Does the word danger mean anything to you? Actually, I take that back. I very much believe you went in there. You constantly do things that you shouldn't. But I digress. There used to be a lot more Scarlets, but now it's just us. What about the other family members? Did Vivian really tell you nothing about us or her upbringing? Fine, I'll give you their brief history since she never bothered. Perlan and Vivian are raised by their grandmothers because our grandmother died in childbirth. Oh, okay, I got it. So, great-grandma. Our great-grandmother, Grandma Eddie, ran the mine before Perlan, then Perlan took over. Now here I am following in their footsteps. That's it? So let's had a lot of kids. From what I can remember, our grandmother had a kid sister that died of some childhood illness, then she died having our moms? Brothers who fought in the war? As for anyone who came before the turn of the 20th century, damn if I know, that's ancient history. Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, let's talk about you. Why do you come here? Like I said, it's getting away from it all. People know they can find me at the estate, but they don't know about this place. See, I feel like I highly doubt that anyone's visiting her at the estate. Not to be rude. It's nice to escape from being known at least for a little while. Do you actually like running the mines? It's a job? An important job? I've had years of Perlan drilling that into my head. I'm sorry. I could just say, sorry you never got the chance to live your own life. I could take the mines. I could become the mines. I guess what would you want to do? Does it matter? I am here. Do you like living here? It's the only thing I know. You don't need to have lived somewhere else to know if you like it here. You do, actually. Everything in life requires context to properly understand. And I don't have context here. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Let's push a little bit. You don't need context to know if you like living somewhere. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Why wouldn't I be? Maybe because your boyfriend is dead, leaking viscera everywhere. Let's talk about this tea. It's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. Can I ask about Wayne? What's going on with Wayne? He's been following me. I think there's something wrong with him. Oh, Wayne? As in Sam Wayne? I don't know who you think is following you, but it can't be him. Sam Wayne wasn't a creep. I'd rather not talk about it. Boundaries respected? Mm-mm. Oh. Should I say, come on, you can trust me? I haven't actually made myself very trustworthy. Let's do this. At some point this week, you're gonna have to stop brushing off everything that's happening around town. Do you think I'm brushing things off? I'm dealing with a mind collapse right now. I'm burying my mother in 4 days. My work is what keeps this town running. Just because I'm focusing on what's in front of me doesn't mean I don't care. The police are on my ass. Oh, because of the mines. What's up with you and Stella? Oh, not this again, but fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies and eating chips, and... Anyway, Pearland didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes of the mine. Pearland made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. Okay. But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. Oh. I mean, I guess y'all could hang out again. Maybe that'll help. It's not like Pearline can stop you when she misses you. Tabitha takes another sip of her cream soda, avoiding eye contact. I guess there isn't anything standing between us anymore. That hadn't really occurred to me yet. Okay, I'm done talking, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's what I actually let's ask about Reese, because I think Reese's mother is munchhousing him. Would that be the correct? Something strange is going on with Reese. Oh yeah, the dude that used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet. Smelled kind of weird. Stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something. I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Why did he smell weird? Something about that feels not right to me. Guess that's not hereditary though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. Okay, I'm done. Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I'm totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wow, that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. I know 2 people. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? The mayor is a dog? Hold on, you guys. Wait a second. We haven't had a human mayor in Scarlet Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. Oh, that's not good. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And Ostella's gonna be there. Yeah, come in. Oh, look at Tabitha smiling a little bit with her cream soda. How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. Excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Can I help you? Becca stares at you from a distance as the furious woman tears into Tabitha. This must be your mother. What the hell do you think you're doing down here grinning like a buffoon after everything that happened last night? A mine collapse almost killed my poor sweet innocent child. There will be hell to pay. I heard that one girl had to have her foot amputated. That could have been my child. Now hold on, bitch. Don't think I won't be pressing charges. Mom, please, you're embarrassing me. Shut up, Becca. Mommy's advocating for you. No. You're lucky your daughter didn't get herself killed. This was not a good moment for Becca. The way I hear it, everything was fine until you showed up, so unless you want me to sue you as well, I'd keep your mouth shut. So you know that your child was in the mine, but you're still going to sue someone else? I mean, okay. Yeah, I guess. What legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs. The place was boarded up. I did my legal duty, and you don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. Mom, can we just go, please? If I were you, I'd listen to your brat. You haven't heard the last from us. You'll see. The woman storms off just as quickly as she'd stormed in. She really said, so what the fuck are you doing here looking all stupid with a smile on your face, bitch? Girl. The woman storms off just as quickly as she stormed in, Becca following at a distance. God damn it, she's right. I can't just hang out around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. If I'm supposed to run this place, I've got to get my head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Oh, Tabitha sighs, straightening up. Her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you after work. Oh boy. Your cousin turns and heads back to her car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Well, there goes that. Tabitha is now back to being alone and unhappy. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in a corner on the main foyer. Hey, Danny. Oh, this is actually a cute outfit on Stella. I normally do not like how Stella looks, I'll be honest, but this is a cute outfit. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Danny to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it, trust us. Wow, I've only known these people for 2 days. These are love is blind levels of connections. I've known people for 2 days and I'm already just a part of the crew, part of the team, best friends. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He has a bodyguard. Look at the photo in the back of the look at all the previous dog mayors. Oh, fuck. You can tell this dog is the mayor from... You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Y'all gave a dog power and now he's putting on airs? You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds his pot as to... Oh, look, we're doomed. Look at how they're looking at me. Hold on. Even Kanika, look at how they're looking at me. Oh, because I said I just realized even the dog is glaring at me. Oh, that's good. That's good. We're doomed. Doomed? No way, not while we're on the case. Scarlet Hollow has lasted since at least the early 1900s with the dog in its highest seat of power, so I don't think that's what'll make or break things. Maybe a dog mayor is good luck, who knows? Alright, you've had your turn with the mayor, now move along and keep the line going. And by the way, I know you were up at the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. All of you. Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous. Yeah, alright. Shut the fuck up. Great. I'm glad we could come to an understanding. Now, I meant that sarcastically. Danny, Deputy Franklin is a cop, just in case you didn't know. I mean, I could tell based on how he was talking to me, thank you. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Oh, let's go see how Oscar's doing. I don't like the way this man looks. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Yeah, it's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Yeah. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. The music is also so, like, music's not sounding good at this part either. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Danny? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearland's in hell. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Back off, pincher man. Oh, that's his preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. You know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I've heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them even in death. Is this about Parlan, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Never mind. Okie dokie then. Is he gonna go? Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just thought I'd extend the offer in case you needed someone to talk to. The church's doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, Danny. No, he was a little freaky. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. The preacher was a little... Oh... Oscar is not doing good. He doesn't have a shirt on. Oh my god. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Stella. How do you amputate half a foot, Stella? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Oh! Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. But she said they amputated her foot. I should have done more for her. No, you don't have to beat yourself up over this. She's actually been talking about you all morning. She's really happy you're able to help her and all her little friends. She keeps saying how much she wants to bake you a cake. Of course, we need a real kitchen for that, not just a hot plate. Oh yeah, because if you remember, Oscar is living in the city hall, town hall, whatever this place is called, because he says his house is haunted. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Oh, wow. The hospital's short on beds, so she can't even stay in the hospital to recuperate after an amputation. Even though her house is still haunted and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. No, we need to get their house together. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Oh. Yeah, we're going to get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bus, whatever we're calling it, while you're out. And she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times and I can't handle any more surprises right now. No, what is going on? Oh, tank top? Yeah, Oscar's going through it right now. Understandably, he don't even got a shirt on. You know, that's a sign. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We'll fix it. I don't know, but we'll fix it. I'm gonna be positive. Whatever it is, this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see y'all then. Woof. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Oh, let's finally see Reese. I've got to get to the bottom of this Reese thing. That's top on my list. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Gee, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Oh hey! Pardon my yawn, I'm about to rock Reese's world. Oh, hey. Y'all know about this Pastor Daniel? It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. His vibes are bad. I don't like his vibes. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. Maybe the pastor is normal, and this game is just playing with the natural inclination most gay people have to not trust a pastor who's kind. maybe that's what it is. Either way, I don't like him. Wait, that man was grunting through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. Is the pastor a ditchling? Is he a human? I may be jumping, but is the pastor a human? And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He could look for friends somewhere else. That's right, Kanika. Cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, unnaturally excessive. Hold on, I just got a Steam achievement, and I didn't see what it was, and I really want to know all the achievements I get in this game. Wait. Was it this? 402? Oh. Huh, I don't know what that was for. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. I know I've given off a bad vibe or two in my time. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong that we know of. Alright, I'm not going to invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting because she's got some stuff to work out. I want to meet Reese bad. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. I want to see what's going on in this house. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Knock knock! We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Is this Reese? Reese doesn't have no body. It's too late. The door swings open. Hey, Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. Has Reese always been this then? Before my thoughts start racing? You must be Danny, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I get all the Danny updates. It's been 2 days, Stella. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and I knew you'd probably want to help me cook too. What can I say? I make an excellent sous chef. Sous. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought... Did we have to say store-bought dinner rolls? Was it necessary? They couldn't just be dinner rolls baking in the oven? And the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Danny said you can absolutely smell the difference. So fucking rude. Said, yeah, no. That's not fresh yeast. I smell bacon. Then we can have a quick dinner. You can leave my house and go about your business. Oh. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of aroma, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. What's she putting in his food? What is she putting in his food that we can't help her in the kitchen? We'll be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Reese is this kind of guy. The basement is what you might... Is Reese cursed? I'd start in a minute. We'll go on a break, because I have to reheat my coffee already. I think Reese is cursed. Well, let's take a long break. We'll take a break. I was muted. You didn't hear my theory because I was muted. Well, them's the breaks. Hopefully you can read lips, because we're moving on. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and skeletons leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She could be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Gosh, there's a lot I can do. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Haha, you're so macabre, priest. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh, you haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me, my future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everybody else, and I'm okay with that. Dang, Grease, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic stuff. No! Reese, I think you're being poisoned! I think you're being poisoned, Reese! Yeah, their mom is absolutely poisoning their ass. I know, wait, that's not the case. No, like, I don't know. This don't seem right. This doesn't seem like something I've heard of. You really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Either their mom has poisoned them, or they're cursed. What's your diagnosis? I don't mind, though the answers are very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird, like this. My sister has really stretchy skin like this, and I knew a guy in high school who I had the biggest crush on all throughout high school, but we were friends. Do you guys see Reese's nails? Pause. Fuck high school Danny's crushes. Why does Reese have the nails of a crypt keeper? Was that always there? Oh, the little snap of his skin going back. Hyperelasticity, kind of cool, right? Whoa, does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes. But I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Come on, sneak out with us. This place feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. Ugh! I want to get this man out of here. You know we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? Said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything, so let's plant some seeds. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... wee-woo. Hey, I'm hearing sirens. Okay, maybe that does sound controlling, but it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. Gosh, and none of these choices, let's just ask about this art. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. This art is twisted. It's like it could feel something squirming behind the paint, the brushstrokes acting as steel bars trapping some anguished being within. I love the fucking slap these bad boys in a mug, you can make a buck or two. It's so emo. I can feel the emotions you put into these. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean. I feel it too. Okay, so now I'm kind of going back to, is Reese cursed? Hey, now going back to, is Reese cursed and just has a controlling parent, so it's doubly bad? When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever is plaguing me into the paint, and when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out, and all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in the canvas. Cursed by what? Something. Could we feed him to the ditchlings, maybe? Do they want him? That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. So I've got multiple theories working. Munchausen's, but that's on the back burner now. Cursed, or Reese isn't human. Reese does not belong here. His mother found him and he does not belong here. And he needs to go back to where he belongs. His human body cannot contain what he is. A ghoul, maybe. That's why I said give him to the ditchlings. They're looking for him. Kanika, mama. Does it sound like therapy? It sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy, probably. Yeah, art therapy sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? Did they not hear a single thing that he said? Okay, I mean, whatever works for y'all. So Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Oh, she's told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures to the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we're talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? You know, you do know about ditchlings? Yeah, they've been He said that the ditchlings have come up to his window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. Casual. Casual. No. I don't think it's not Munchausen's. Reese has got something far deeper, far more evil lurking inside that body. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I'm exhausted. I could disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Hey, look. Look. If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week. That's so kind of you to offer. If you're okay with hanging out at weird hours, I'd love you to come by and sit for me. We're getting to the bottom of this. We're romancing Reese if possible. It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself, and I'd really appreciate the company. Let's ask one more time. Ghost hunting? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for weeks. For a week, it sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Alright. Let's go eat dinner. Can I see what kind of dinner we have to eat at? Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. I could just lie. I already washed them. I'll just go wash my hands. It's not bad to wash hands. We've got some slightly creepy art on the walls. It's a mixture. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Hey? You felt this before in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock, trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. Hold on, let me turn this volume up. Look at all the options. Snap yourself out of it. I could snap myself out of it. I want to open the door. Save? What should I do? Should I snap myself out of it first and then go back and open the door? Do I want to snap myself out of it? The fact that that's an option makes me feel like I could get something cool. Oh boy. Hold on. It's these choices that really push me over the edge. Open the door. When have I ever taken the safe choice? Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Kelly? Well? There's something compelling about this door. I'm just drawn to it. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Yo, did she push me? Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Now, hold on. We have dietary issues, but we're eating spaghetti and dinner rolls? Hi, Orange. How are you? Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Oh wait, Reese doesn't have sauce on his plate. He's just eating noodles. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm having such a good time with this game. I gotta say, I've enjoyed every part of it so far. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun on the window behind her. I told you. Reese is cursed. Reese is either cursed or he is not human. Let me read it. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you, rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. I picked street smart and mystical, Orange. The street smart one I could have left behind. I really don't use it. That's insightful. This is interesting. Like I said, the Munchausen's is on the far back burner. On my list of things that are going on with Reese, Munchausen's is at the bottom now. Cursed is at the very top. That's why I'm gonna try to romance him. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Hey, pasta sauce takes like 30 minutes to cook. I promise y'all, you don't have to simmer it all day. It'll still be good. Oh, here she go. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Oh, buck up, Reese. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. I want Reese to... Now, would it not be crazy if Reese lunged across that table and unleashed the curse and killed his mother? Wouldn't that be something? Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Hey, whenever your mother says noted to you, she ain't changing shit. I promise you that. Noted, but she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. The game has heard about Munchausen's. By proxy? Is it Munchausen's if you're making yourself sick, and is it by proxy if it's someone making you sick, or do they both mean the same thing and Munchausen's is just a quick way to say it? Let's talk about the danger. Does no one in this town have two parents? Hey, that's real life. Reese is a talented artist. You must be proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Do you think... Oh! You think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with his friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can come ghost hunting with... Ow, jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening, regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. Maybe Reese needs flesh and blood to eat. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. You can feel the tension start to rise. Let's poke the bear. What exactly does he have? Okay, genetic diseases is too much to get into. Okay, I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anybody else. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. Are you sure you haven't met anyone with any minors who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seems sort of trippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Danny ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. I can't lie, the food's really good. Let's just be quiet. So, I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Danny's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. Oh! If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my own mom just to have friends over. Oh! Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Now hold on. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought she was ignoring the fact that he was fucked up. And I said, did she do it? Munchausen was back on the table for a second. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No. Now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I don't know something's up here. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. That was the door to the clinic? The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Let's be honest about what we saw in the mines. See if, I've been keeping my friends in the dark. I didn't mention it last night, but when I saw that carving, it gave me a vision of what happened in the old collapse, and the old Scarlets pinning the blame on Charles Shaw, and there's another of those things in there. I can feel it. Whoa, really? Do you think it would give you another vision? What if this is related to the Ditchlings? You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Danny got. Do we question that Dr. Kelly's afraid of Reese? Yeah. She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Okay, yeah, but we're saying Reese may not be. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to the dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's just get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Something's not right with Reese. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with a menace. Maybe Stella was right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Doubt it. Yep. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. Oh? You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Oh? Who are you kidding? If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Oh, exciting. Oh, exciting. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, you back yet? Wait, so their house isn't in the library, is it? Hey, you're just in time. Rosaline is situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosaline and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera. Ooh, okay. I'm not... Okay, we get it. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course she does. Hello, this is Stella. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying, and after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Whatever words... No. There's something back there. I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. Can't wait to finally see a ghost. I would not want to see a ghost, even if I was very much into ghost hunting and the supernatural. If I was into that, I would love to know of its existence and keep it at that. I don't ever need to see something. Ever in my life. Oh, Zane? Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Oh, this is a beautiful hallway. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo. Rosalina! Let her come with us. It's her house, too. Also, the whole reason she ran away was because of the house. Let's get up in here. Everybody's coming. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The doctor did say I should encourage you to practice walking. Okay, you could come along, but if you get tired or if it starts to hurt, you let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again, like the mines, like the doors to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. We're really ghost hunting. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Also, a couple of degrees colder is not a very drastic temperature drop. You don't feel it that strongly. I really don't think so, at least. Oh. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Yeah. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain? Huh? Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there was something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Let's split up. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we going to get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Oh, I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. The ghost has really freaked you out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Hey, that looks like a blood stain! Look at the posters. Teen interests, mini Hey, you guys? Is this Bakugo and... What is his name? Midoriya? Deku? Is this Bakugo and Deku? Okay. Look at the little sexy furry art. Rosalina is a teen for real. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you've scrubbed the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of a summoning ritual. Have we looked under the floor? Oh? The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Let's get mystical. Something's crying out for help. Huh, you might be onto something, Danny. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. I thought we wanted to get rid of the ghosts. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Only one way to be sure. Yo, she pulled that carpet up quick. You're doing the government a favor, really. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if someone lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. You know, last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved and the caulk around the edge the water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has a red-ass dirt. It's simple as that. It's not blood. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. He couldn't tell us that earlier? Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. That's fair, Zane. I think that's fair. I'm going for it. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least, physically this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. Look, the picture that fell off the wall isn't there, period, now. Does that matter? You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Call somebody. Oh, like an actual. On second thought, you'd rather not make any calls. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Oh, it looks a little different. Something isn't right. Is this the greenhouse in my backyard, you think? Oh gosh. I think I'm covering it. I am. Hold on. Look, there's a goat head back there. Black Phillip looking goat. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Wait, this thing has Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in a shadow rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Eddie is Charlie! Charlie Shaw? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edward D now. I'm not a child anymore. Why does this look just like Stella? Yo, let's play with this ghost. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever gonna come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. I was so hooked on reading that text box that I did not look up to see how fucked up her face is. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. I can't. It's not easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I feel like I'm just gonna choose all the mystical choices. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right. What I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. Imagine playing a game like this and not exploring every option available to you. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. I'm home, no? Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly defined. It's got claw hands. Oh. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too, make an example of the whole family. Mama, what's going on? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? Look. Mama, what's that man talking about? Why hasn't Daddy come home yet? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep hacking. What did the Scarlets do? Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Daddy said when he's not here, I'm the man in the house, so you don't get to push us around. I'll call the police. I already know Charlie Shaw wasn't... Oh! Let's get this. I already know Charlie Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. You don't have to tell me that. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you could have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I'll call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I talked to the shadow. Nothing. That's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. It's good for her. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're going to have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No big inheritance for you. The mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Wayne! There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. They stomped it. Bottom feeders. We're talking. You remain silent, paralyzed with fear. You'll learn to get over it if you ever want to get out of here. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with the tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Wayne, please show me your face! Shall we find the end of this little maze? There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. Oh, a bee! Bees. You're outside, and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh, I see it. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Mystical. Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. The two of you youngins? Oh, okay. Edwardine and Charlie. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it'd be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Don't talk about my family, and I don't need a life advice from some old broad. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch? Oh! Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Why wouldn't I want to be like my parents? The powers at work here are stronger than even your life could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Bold enough to step foot outside the holler? The witch mime's handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive. Is the town cursed? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read whatever written down and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. So we don't listen to the witch. Oh, hi, Wayne. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. Are Wayne and Tabitha supposed to be Edwardine and Charlie? We'll talk. Look, are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. What's doing this? A resonant, a ghost, whatever it is you call it, the leftovers of a human existence, festering and forgotten, feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. Pathetic. You and Tabitha? This body knew her well. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate where it's safe. Now you want me to piece together a mystery. What changed? Events have started that cannot be stopped. What are you? I'm a friend. Keep going. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Oh. More goats! Once again, you found yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Oh? As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my trouble drive your mom away. And sorry, those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. You're getting what you deserve? Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, the moaning in the background is good. The very slight moaning. Not for that, for what you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of the bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. Huh? You're right. I've been using that excuse far too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Oh? I'll see what I can do. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show Enoch Bastard what for. Promise I'll go back. You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Wait, what a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Wayne! So you're stuck here too. We keep being separated, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Let's move on. Let's. You move back to the bed quietly, leave through the hole the father left behind and crawl through. Oops. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated by the two of you. Unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Oh, okay. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Oh my god, he made dolls? Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. Ooh, creepy. I try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I'm just talking because I'm scared. I'm not in it for the money. That's the plan, and maybe you can come along with me? Avoid horrible... Okay. That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on shows for other kids. Please don't engage with it while I try to... Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door? A traveling show, and you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks... Oh, God! You don't often get games on the East Coast. The Outer Banks being referenced is so funny to me. Of course, we can go wherever you want. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get another word. Should I not have interacted with the ghosts? Should I not have interacted with the ghost? A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. A goat! Who? It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo. Wait. She has a bat. Hold on. She's got a bat. We can be happy to get... Wait. Eddie? Ooh. The Scarlets have some bad blood. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean that the resident has grown weaker, or is this yet another part of its act? So I definitely... Are you talking to me? You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. You can't actually make me do anything, can you? I can keep you here, and I can do whatever I want with them. You can refuse, but if you do, then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you like, you will die. A smell hits you, the now familiar wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. Oh! It seems we've exhausted his power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been taxing. Come along, Danny. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. What happens to my friends if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. What about... Where will they live? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. Sacrifice years of your life or leave. Leave. Let's just go. You don't need my help. Close your eyes, feel for the stairs. You close your eyes, you fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good, you've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. The main doors are just ahead. Are they still trapped in there? For real? Or no? You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. Yo, I said my family sins, not my business. I also said Oscar and Rosalina's house being haunted, not my business. Thank God you made it out, Danny. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It sounds like you had quite the evening. Rosalina's pains meds are in there. I hope Dr. Kelly is still awake. We'll need replacements right away, especially after everything that just happened. And we'll have to figure out where we're going to stay. God, this was such a disaster. You and Rosalina could always stay with us. That's a very kind offer, Alexis, but I'm afraid the stairs would be too much for Rosalina. And I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Oh, I've got a lot of choices. I hope you're not mad at me for getting out there. The impending doom coming from the town is more important than a single ghost. We need to regroup and think about our options. Oh, so they know? They know what I did? Let's just say Tabitha has some extra property. I'll probably wind up getting in touch with her first thing tomorrow. Really isn't a lot of wiggle room in this town without going through your family. Are you sure you can't take up Alexis's offer? Oscar sighs. You're right. I'm going to peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. I mean, I know we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excitedly writing off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Let's go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Danny. You okay? Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because someone goes chasing after her. If anything, it'll just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kaneko. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. She has a cold? God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. You know, sorry, y'all. I made my choices. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Danny. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. We can help you to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people, Danny. We won't let this ruin Oscar. There was another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you're right, there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? Oh! Okay, Sybil. I guess I should head back. We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need some rest. I didn't know she was sick. Oops, sorry. I find all of that suspicious all the time. I don't know. I'm feeling distant. I guess that's fair enough. I'll be around, though. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kanika her tea, and we can chat about what just happened. Just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. Sybil leaves. You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened tonight, the normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road feels like a priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened tonight. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we head out for a walk? Time to go home. Hey girl, you see all these things in here? You once again find yourself on the long trek back up to the estate. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. Does she see? She a witch. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. These sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea. No, you're a witch. She laughed, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Oh, look at this. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Danny. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. You see these ditchlings? They are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. Here we go. Sybil, what is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. Who does she think you are? There's no way in hell that Wayne is just a man. No, cause she's... No, absolutely not. He's not just a fucking... no. Hi, Lotus. We both know there's more to him than that. The smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite. Hiya, now she's a fucking doctor. She's gotta follow the HIPAA laws. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That doesn't mean you should trust him, though. Be careful with that one. I just don't think she's going to give me any answers. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in the basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother has a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. This is so hard to type on? Yeah, no. I don't ever type on my iPad. That shit's impossible. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. Oh, hey, look at this. I don't need your tea. She's trying to poison me with her tea? That's fair enough, but you should swing by tomorrow regardless. It's always best to think about these things after the mind's had time to rest, even for one as perceptive as yours. Wayne didn't want me to deal with the ghost? Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If he'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. I'm ready to go. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Danny. You've earned it. I mean, I don't really want to go in there. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing the foyer. She's been waiting for you. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry ass back here. I don't even know what to say. I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. No. Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Now is really not the time. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to talk to her. Go to bed. She could. Truly? The Dishlings could take Tabitha and not be chill. I'm still not feeling her. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. I'm not getting on that bus home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Okay. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. The town is now a little fucked, but I still have my full life. This music is nice. So Charlie Shaw definitely has... Oh, let me save. Okay. That's episode 3.